Aaron Carter's mom has made a pretty remarkable decision. She has decided she wants the world to see the death scene, where the bathroom where Aaron was found dead. And the reason for this is she is calling out the police and feels like they did not do a proper investigation here, because she is certainly insinuating that there may have been foul play involved in Aaron Carter's death.
We're gonna bring her on, but before we do, I just want to make something really clear. The police have said it was not foul play. They have not identified anybody as a person of interest, a suspect, anything like that. The operating theory is he was huffing and he overdid it and died in the bathtub. So that's the operating theory. She has a different point of view.
Right. The photos that she has released show the bathtub. It shows the floor around the bathtub, and there are things that she sees there or doesn't see in these images that that make her suspicious. And she wanted to make sure that Aaron's death remains something that people are talking about. And I think she's insinuating she wants people to put pressure on the police to do a thorough investigation. So joining us now to talk about why she put these out is Jane Carter, Aaron's mom. Jane, welcome to TMZ Live.
Thank you so much.
So Jane, why don't you walk us through what troubles you about that scene, about the things that you saw in the photographs?
And the things that you've heard happened in the house.
Oh, well, the first day, I got a call. The first thing, I got a call from my daughter, Angel, and she said that Aaron was found in the pool. So then I found out later that he was found in a tub, and it just, the stories just kind of kept changing. But I was very concerned because, he had obviously had a lot of people that were harassing him on the internet.
Are you suggesting that somebody may have done him harm? Somebody who was going after him online?
Oh, absolutely.
Jane, what is it you think happened? I mean, the police have said there was no obvious sign of foul play in his death. So what is the theory that you think may have happened?
The Lancaster Police Department was there many, many times on welfare checks, sent there by different people. And, the night that he died, Melanie said that there was a welfare check. And there was obviously not a welfare check. The lady, Betty, that was the housekeeper, said he was fine, and nobody actually really checked on Aaron.
I am so sorry, and I don't want to challenge you on this, but I got to ask, isn't that kind of splitting hairs? The police did show up for a welfare check. My understanding is they talked to Betty, never got to Aaron because Betty said he was okay. That was my recollection.
Yeah, and isn't that interesting? That Betty was just let go, and nobody knows where she is now. She was never interviewed. There was never any kind of homicide investigation, which there should have been. That house should have been closed off. People were tromping through, just like I said. And I think it's wrong.
We should say, just for the record so people know, Betty has never been in any way named as even a person of interest or anything like that. So I get this is your personal opinion on it. Look, your son has had a history of huffing.
Yep.
And I guess,
And there was a video that he had posted, I think, within a week before his death.
Yes, it was sent to me.
So I guess the operating theory has been this was huffing gone bad. Do you entertain that as a possibility? Are you dismissing that?
No, actually, the first time Aaron went to rehab was Betty Ford, and I went to Johnny Wright's compound in Orlando, Florida, and his friend Jason Sanchez said, "Oh, don't come, don't come." Aaron called me and said, "Mom, please come." And I went, and he was in a closet and just huffing. But the thing about Aaron, he never, when he was doing that, he always hid it. It wouldn't just be thrown around a bathtub like that or all around the room, and even found outside days later. So.
But again, he could have done that thinking he could clean it up himself, because he never would have thought he would die accidentally. So couldn't you do that behind closed doors as your bedroom door is closed, and then just move it
and then clean it up
after
once
it's
you
over?
get it, yeah.
After you get out of the tub.
I don't know, perhaps, but it just wasn't his MO.
So,
as far as I knew.
Jane, have you heard anything from the coroner's office as far as timeline when the toxicology might be back?
You know, I did hear that if it is the aerosols or whatever, then that's probably not going to be detected. So if it's something else, which Melanie thinks it is, because there was a drug dealer, and she has the last text that she sent to the detective.
And if it's drugs, that would surface in the toxicology results. So you're going to know something.
This is the thing that I don't like, okay? I'm looking at those photos. Obviously, people were able to go into that home, his home, and see that. Look at that tub, okay? Look how full that tub is. All right? If you put a body in there and it gets that green or whatever, you put a body in there, and don't you think there'd be some water on the outside when you pull it out and you're supposedly doing CPR? I mean, that over full tub, in my opinion. So I think there's a lot of suspicious. Hey, I know he was an addict, okay? I know that he had his issues, and a lot of them were with doctors that were, you know, prescribing him medications that they should not have been prescribing him.
Yeah.
Because they weren't doing the meetings. These doctors, you're supposed to see a patient in person.
And we know that doesn't always happen for sure. We know that. Well, look, I mean, look, we're out of time, but obviously the toxicology may answer some of these questions,
or may,
but it's possible you're never going to get a full answer if it was indeed aerosol. So, I guess we just have to wait to see what those results are.
No, I do think that Aaron did not want to die. He had no intention of dying. And I don't think that he would be doing that much of that aerosol. It's just it's like overkill. So.
All right. Jane, first, we are, of course, sorry for your loss. But thank you so much for being with us. And we will see where the case goes once those toxicology results come back. Please take care.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Jane. I just want to make one thing really clear. The police have never said this was any
foul play.
Right. There were no people of interest here that the police have named. This is her opinion.
Right.
But the police, at least, have not concluded any of that or even gone down that road.
Right.
We're going to take a break.
All right, when we come back, in the wake of the East Palestine disaster, there are train derailments. It seems like we're seeing them every day. The fact is, the numbers are really, really startling about how many of these are happening every year. So what can be done about it? We're going to be joined by someone who is a former senior official with the government on exactly these issues. How do you make trains safer for Americans and the people who live around them?